Russo Italiano sponsors Boxing Bros UK.
Hello everybody, this is Boxing Bros UK here. I am Ahis, the boss Chris. This is my co-host Andrew, the Boxing Brain. Today's topic is the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis
and the fallout
and Lamont Roach. And obviously the controversy, the fallout. So basically, we'll start. I'll start. So because I've just watched the fight. I watched it when it happened. I watched it again. So it was a bit of a snooze fest, to be honest. When I started watching it today, I nearly started falling asleep, because I'd already seen it the first 3 rounds.
Wait till you see the punch stats, mate.
Yeah,
wait till you see the punch stats for a lightweight.
You're watching it, and I was watching it, and I was like, and then my mind started going away, and I was like, I don't even know who's fucking winning. Nothing's fucking happening. I started dating and falling asleep the first 3 rounds. So I had to rewind them back again and watch them again. There's nothing going on, especially for a lightweight class. But the first 2 or 3 rounds, no one really did anything. You could say Lamont won them. You could say Davis won them, whatever. But then I'd probably say round 6, you could be fair to say you could have it 4-2 to one or 4-2 to the other, or you could have it 3 apiece. Yeah. But then Tank always starts slow. But what I really liked about Lamont is he was holding his feet. So, when Tank starts coming on, people start backing up. He didn't start backing up. And just for everyone to know, that's how you do the Philly shell. All these people doing Philly shell, they don't even know what they're flipping doing. That's how you do it. You do your Philly shell on the outside, you transition to the high guard as you're coming in. Perfect. His boxing was really, really, really good. Really, really good. His defense was good. And he was holding his feet with Tank, and Tank didn't like it. And it's like the old thing where steel sharpens steel. So when we're in round 7 and Tank thinks he's coming on strong, and Lamont's there like, nah, I'm standing here. I'm going to swing it out with you. Fuck it. I don't care. I'll take one to give one. So they're swinging it out. And then after round 7, then round 8, Lamont is just, every time they have an exchange, Lamont's coming out better. He's coming off better in the exchanges. Then we get to round 9. So we'll play it. We've got a video. Before we go into that, you got anything to add up to this point about how the fight was going?
We'll talk about the punch stats in a minute, but Davis, I don't know. He's obviously been concentrating on doing his hair and putting the liquor in his hair and the grease and this TikTok generation, particularly in America. And I've got loads of notes, and we'll get into it in a bit. And I don't want to keep, Anderson and Tank Davis in particular. But he sort of just came into the fight. He looked a little bit unprepared. He was sort of pot shot in and just not throwing. I don't know. I don't want to say he got exposed in this fight. I think we've always said that we want to see him in more 50-50 fights. But this was a guy, right, Roach, right, who's, he's a solid fighter. You'd have put your house on Tank winning this before, right? If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd have put my house on. I don't know what odds. I think it was fucking high odds. Roach was coming up
16 to 1.
16 to 1, yeah.
If you put a pound on Roach, you would have won 16 quid.
Yeah, so imagine you put a little tenner on, you'd put a little tenner on. Yeah, nice little return, right? And Roach, I think, I was looking at his stats, he's, where's his record here? So 25-1, 10 KOs. He's not a puncher. He's come up from super featherweight. And I think this was his first fight at lightweight? It was his first or second fight at lightweight. Yeah. So he's coming up. He's not powerful anyway. He's a solid boxer. He's one of those. He's a bit like, he does everything well. He's not great in any one area, but he's solid. So, he's coming up in weight. His power clearly is not going to translate up. And he's getting, Tank Davis is going life and death with him. And it was a very strange another strange performance from an American, isn't it? You know, we did the Anderson video recently with a Greek fella, you know, and all the weird instructions, strange performance, and another one from Tank Davis just not wanting to throw his hands, and so that's the only thing I'll add before looking at the video. Yeah,
this is the controversial moment that everyone's talking about. Yeah, so let me just. Oh no, it's already there. So I'm going to mute it first. So don't worry about Tank on the left. Concentrate on the right. Yeah, what's going on? Because we're going to play it a few times.
all right.
So look, the start of boxing. He takes a punch, takes a jab, then takes a knee, walks to his corner. Yeah, then. Look, gets that with tire wipe. Then the referee's counting him. Then the referee starts talking to him.
Yeah.
So I'll rewind it again. Yeah. Right. He takes the shot, takes the knee, goes to the corner.
So how is that not a knockdown?
Then the ref starts counting him. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he runs to the ref and goes, No. It's not a knockdown. It's not a knockdown. I had something in my eye. And the ref goes, okay. And he starts talking to him, the ref going, it looked like a knockdown. Do you know the rules of boxing? Anytime you do that, it should be a knockdown. And he tells the other guy, okay, let's fight. So, right, that's that. Now, let's listen to his feeble excuse.
Through this fight, it was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burned my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you.
No,
no one likes you. You know what I mean?
Wanker. Well, absolute.
Oh man! Oh, I got grease in my hair. Oh, I couldn't burn in my. Then we got Jared Anderson complaining about his hands and not wanting to punch elbows, and now we got this bum, another overhyped star who bloody only reason he got the WBA title anyways because Haney went up to super lightweight. He picked it up and defended it against fucking Frank Martin, and he had got the regular title against some 40-year-old, right? Got this padded record, 28 KOs, and he's got a few good people on his record, but you know, then we got this overhyped American star, you know, going on about, and he's not even getting his facts right anyway. We think, I was burning in the eye. That's what I took a voluntary knee. Basically, that's what he's saying is, I took a voluntary knee. Yeah, but you've just taken a jab. You've just taken a jab and then taken a knee. So that, in the rules of boxing, should be scored a knockdown. So the ref's either on his fucking payroll, right? It's either corrupt, or along with couple of the judges, or all of them. Like, something's going on, Chris, because he's been protected there. He lost that fight. Simple as that.
Like,
so what do you think? What do you think's happened? Do you think the refs maybe gone, okay, but look, you can't do that?
Like, I think, So Tank Davis is a big fucking baby, right? He's a spoiled little shit, yeah. And this is what happens when.
Say how you feel, Chris.
This is what happens when you have a career with no adversity. This is what happens when you're never putting any tough fights ever, and you get to championship status. As good as he is, like when the going gets tough, you don't know what to do. When there's someone there who on their best, you're on your worst day and they're on their best day, and you don't know what to do. Nothing's working because you have been fighting bums, steel sharpen steel. So you ain't ready for someone who wants to bring it to you. You're not ready for someone who's going to stand there and trade, because all you've been doing is fighting people that you let them win the first few rounds. You come on strong, they back up and let you knock them out, and then so you can't do it. This is
the thing, Chris. I think the casuals, like, because what happens is, and you seem to get this with PBC fighters as well, with an American in particular. I know we hype our fighters over here, but Talma obviously hyped, but the talent backs it up,
He's
and he's
backing it
stepping
up.
up.
He's backing it
You know,
up.
Johnny Fisher, I think, is probably a good example of, but you know, he's a bit of a ticket seller. But you know, if you because the narrative is amongst the casuals, and he's one of the ones I'll hear people talking about at work and people like that. You actually just kind of break it down if you know boxing. I mean, all right, he's fought Ronnie Romero, Barrios, Pitbull, Garcia. Right, there's a few good names in there, but like I say, he was elevated to the WBA lightweight champion. He fought some guy called Gamboa for the regular title in 2019. And when he was elevated, Gamboa,
he was a good fighter. Not when he fought Tank. Back in the day, he was a good fighter, Gamboa.
Yeah, but he was nearly 40 years of age when he fought him. You know, and you're thinking, well, okay, this is, you know, you look at his record, people go, oh, 30 fights, 28 KOs. And you think, yeah, okay, but that's like, you break it down. And then he defended that lightweight title against Frank Martin. Frank Martin was absolutely scared to death in there of him. As soon as someone gets in there who's a super featherweight, who can't punch, good boxer can't punch, who, like you said in the introduction to the video, planted his feet, ready to have a bit of a fight with him and actually punch him back.
He
didn't like it. He started going backwards. And we see this all the time. Wilder, as soon as Wilder started going backwards, can't fight on the back foot.
Yeah. Start taking knees. Start taking knees.
Oh, fuck this. Try looking for a way out, I think, to be honest with you.
What I'd like to say is I don't believe that the ref's on his payroll, but I just believe I
hope not.
He's such a fucking crybaby because all through the fight, round two and round 4, bitching at the ref because of low blows, bitching. Ref. Yeah, and Lamont Roach made him pay a few times when he was looking at the ref. He fucking hit him with a stiff jab on the jaw, and he should have done more. Should have just fucking unloaded the clip on him and thought, "Fuck you," because you protect yourself at all times. Yeah.
Did you see, Chris, when he just quickly when he went down? Because I slowed this down, right? Because I was trying to see his body language. You know what I'm like with this with the body language.
Yeah.
Just before when he as Roach is coming on him, he'd sort of that Tank's backing off. He looks at the ref. He looks at him almost like looking for permission, right? He looks over, all a bit suspicious, takes a jab, takes the knee, runs over to the corner, all like, then they don't even rub the eye, they rub his hair a little bit, and he runs in, and then he's going all like this. It was just weird. The whole thing was really weird.
The thing about his eye, is bollocks. I didn't see them. I don't believe. I believe he was getting overwhelmed in there, and he thought, "What the fuck is going on?" And
that's what I think.
The 3 punches
this weren't supposed to happen. This weren't in the script.
Yeah, the 3 punches he got caught with earlier dazed him a bit, and he thought, "I'm going to get knocked out. I'm going to get knocked out." Started panicking. He took the knee, and I think the ref is just like, some people don't really like confrontation. They're not really good at confrontation. And where you've got him like a petulant child with all his money going, "It wasn't a knockdown. I had something in my eye," going mental. The ref panicked and gone, all right, it should have been a knockdown, but I'm going to let you off this time. Come on, not thinking.
Yeah.
That decision could ruin the whole fight. Because
you're right.
I'd after this, there was a low blow. I think it was in round 11. Or something happened in round 11, and Tank Davis is screaming at the ref, "Fucking hell, going mental." It's like, and Lamont Roach is punching him, and the ref said, like, "Stop punching," and he's going mental for hitting. I hate this in all fighters, but Tank Davis, protect yourselves at all times. You're the fighter, you fight. Unless the ref says stop, don't be a bitch. Don't be a fucking bitch and sit there crying to the ref. He's hitting me low. He's doing this. No one cares. You keep punching until the ref says stop. And it's like he's telling the ref how to do his fucking job. And the referee, he should have had some balls, and he should have said, "Shut up, I'm taking a point because you're giving me too much mouth. Concentrate on your job and I'll do mine." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said before, I've checked it, all the rules everywhere. Unless the ref says, so you can say, I took a knee because I had something in my eye afterwards, and then he can say, all right, no point. No point, yeah?
Yeah.
Or you tell your coach before. How can in the middle of the fight you think that your eye's burning? You just took a jab. And if your eye was burning, why weren't they pouring water on it? Nothing.
This is one of the biggest robberies of a fight I've seen. We had obviously the Hamza Shiraz one. I'm starting to get really sick of this. Right? I don't know what is going on. All these, I said this to you on the phone, I think the other day. All these majority decisions, split decisions, this split draws, majority draws, this, that, overcomplicating it. I think there's too many money men now betting on specific outcomes and too many padded fighters still going on. And now we'll get to this at the end. Turkey's sort of come in and he's demanded, Turkey's saving the day, demanded the WBA to replay this fight. And, you know, and I remember Dubois against Kevin Lorena and Joe Joyce took the knee, got a count, scored a knockdown. You know, I just think, how the hell Tank Davis got away with this without some sort of corruption? I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, Roach should be the WBA lightweight champion, and he is. So it's a disgrace, really, for me. And I know it sounds like we're hating on American fighters, but there's loads of great American fighters.
I love Crawford. I love Terence Crawford. Is one of my favourite fighters. Keyshawn Davis. Love Keyshawn Davis. Great fighter.
Ortiz Jr.
Who?
Ortiz Jr. The decent fighter.
Really, really, really good. There's loads, but just it's this entitled crybaby mentality. Where,
TikTok, mate.
Yeah, but see, Tank Davis, and let's have it right. This was a cherry pick, yeah, because
gone wrong.
In the 140 division, yeah, you have got got Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. You've got Teofimo Lopez. There was so many names out there. Even Cambosa Jr. He's an actual lightweight. He's a lightweight.
Who does he beat? Out of them you've just mentioned, Chris, currently with Tank, with his current mindset and his form, because he's more concerned about social media in his head, clearly. Out of those ones you've mentioned, who does he beat?
Do you know what? To be honest with you,
Let's be real.
Cambosa Jr. is the one he's most likely to beat. But Cambosa Jr., he's got a hell of a chin and a hell of a work rate. So with Davis he could beat him. You know, Davis starts slow. Let's say Cambosa just gets the first 4 rounds in the bag. Yeah? Yeah. And then he starts coming on strong, maybe picks up 4. Then Cambosa closes the show because he still keeps going and he's still there, he's still fighting. And we know Davis don't like it when people fight back. But if you look, his resume is... He's not got one Hall of Famer on there. Not one Hall of Fame boxer is on his resume that he has beaten. Not one. He never beat a world champion who's been reigning. He's never defended it against top names, top contenders. You can say Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia was never a world champion.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, and he had the rehydration clause on him. But don't get your stupid mind that thinking he's got 1 million followers on Instagram, so that means he's a world champion, because it doesn't. So don't
world champion of Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. Just because he beat Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, but he's nothing. He was never a world champion, and he never achieved nothing in boxing. And
he fought fringe contenders like Ronnie Romero, Barrios, who I think is the regular or whatever he is. I think the other thing as well is that and I'm not a Shakur Stevenson fan, Chris, right? Shakur Stevenson seen as one of the great defenders. Davis is meant to be one of the great modern front foot fighters, you know, throwing a lot of punches, you know, power shots, but he does throw a lot of single shots to the body. He wants to take people out with one shot. But those punch stats, which we'll get up in a minute, were shocking. Imagine that version of Tank Davis against Shakur, right? You got Shakur, the best defender in that division, probably. And if Tank Davis went in with that kind of punch output, Shakur would just wipe the floor with it. It would be an easy night's work. I'm calling it now. Like, it's unbelievable to say the talent because he's a talent tank. But Shakur Stevenson would just tie him up, jab him to death. It would be one-sided.
Shakur wouldn't get out of second gear.
I don't think so.
He'd get in a rhythm and he'd just have to give him a boxing lesson.
It'll be easy, I think.
So let's get on to the punch stats before we go on to what's next.
Oh, yeah, this is good. This is worth looking at.
The world's his oyster.
Oh, yeah.
Box numbers.
Yeah, I mean, one of the better stats are there. I'm never convinced with these, but I'll just sort of like, because it's hard to see, people might have to zoom in, right? So round 1, he lands 1 out of 12. Round 2, he lands 3 out of 12. Round 3, he lands 8 out of 24. 5 out of 28 out of 17. The 11th round, he finally throws 42 punches and lands 17. Now, to put this in comparison, Chris, right, these are lightweights, right? What do you expect from lightweights? Punch output, busy, high volume, getting on your work. That's what you want to see. That's what you expect from that kind of weight. Martin Bakole, right, I think against Anderson, he was throwing triple those punches. You know, you got heavyweights, right? People complain they're tired, they're grappling. Yeah, but at least they're throwing punches. Like the one thing that should be like about these guys in the smaller weight divisions, they should be throwing a lot more because they're not heavy guys. Like if you got Martin Bakole at 19 stone throwing 167 punches a round, or he's got like the third highest in the heavyweight division or whatever. Why is Tank Davis the most shots he's throwing 42, and then you look at the full punch stats, right? 279 over 12 rounds. Bakole threw 167 in 1 round, or whatever it was. 103 landed. Roach threw 400, so about 131 more, and landed 112. How is a lightweight of Tank's caliber, Chris, throwing 279 punches over 12 rounds? What is that about?
He's just the bottom line is, so the bottom line on Tank is this is what happens when you don't get matched properly and you get everything handed to you. You know what everyone said about AJ, that he got everything handed. He's had everything handed to him. His gold medal. It's all bullshit, by the way. AJ worked bloody hard for everything. Yeah, but I don't want to digress. Tank Davis is that guy that got everything given to him. He got the easy fights. He got vacated titles. He got easy matches. He got titles that were he got email belts that he didn't have to actually win. Champions. He got to defend it against whoever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Like even this, a world title defense. Yeah, you're bringing a guy up from the weight division below when there's plenty of talent in the 140 division. And you're bringing a guy up who's a champion at the weight division below, who's got a loss on his record, thinking easy pickings. Because that's what you did with Pitbull Cruz, Ryan Garcia. You put a rehydration. You're always looking for ways to make it your advantage when they're not even on your level in the first place. And you're trying to get a further advantage. The bottom line is he's had everything given to him. And now he's come up unstuck because someone was there who knows about hard work, knows about graft, and they wanted to stay in there and swing it out with you. And anything that Tank could do, he could do it better. I reckon Sam Noakes fan on that performance. I reckon Sam Noakes fancies it in that 140 division, mate. You know, he hits hard. I mean, you know, he ain't going to be. I don't know. Honestly, after looking at that, I reckon he stands half a chance. Even the Pitbull fight, mate. I thought he lost that. I thought he lost that Pitbull fight. That was he nearly lost to Martin.
There were swing rounds in that, mate. Could have gone either way.
He nearly lost to Martin. Martin was winning all the way through. They just got knocked out near the end. The cracks have been showing on Tank Davis for a while. Let's say this. The cracks have been showing where he's been letting his hands go less. The performance, he's been turning into a Wilder where he's just been knocking them out late and getting out boxed.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it, you bugger. You stole my line. He's sort of become... He's a better boxer than Wilder. I'll say this. I'll break it down a bit. He is a better boxer. He's more of a talent than Wilder. But the analogy is correct. He's becoming the lightweight Wilder. Bit padded, buying a lot of plumbing, but on sort of fringe contenders, you know, and he's knocking people out with kind of one shots, you know, because he has got that one shot bank. No mistake about it. The guy's got power. At that lightweight division, he's got dynamite in his hands. Yeah. But like we've said, you know, as you go up the levels, Shakur, you know, the Devin Haney's, the Lomas, you know, even the Cam Bossos, he's been in there, Tiafima. I mentioned all these guys, all great technicians, great, but the defence, you know, they've got all the skill. He's going to struggle against them. He's really going to struggle.
Yeah. I think
he knows it.
I think the reason why Tank didn't, because he's ducked Smoke. I don't care what anyone says. He has been ducking the big fights for years. He's never wanted to take him, and he's always even blatantly said out of his own mouth, don't need to take him. I'm Tank Davis. I sell out everything. Bollocks.
Yeah.
I don't need
he does, but we need a bit more than that. Fucking hell, we need a bit more than that.
But anyway, he's and the reason why he's ducking them fights because maybe he's just not that good. And he's starting to realise it. Maybe he's getting done over in sparring every now and again.
Do you think the fans stopped turning on him, Chris? Do you think he obviously is very popular, but they were booing a bit, weren't they? Because I mean, the thing was with that with the video you pulled up that I sent you and you pulled up there, it was very out of touch. You know, when you see these people doing it, I was watching a bit of the Oscars and you think, how out of touch are some of these movie stars, mate? Fucking hell. Telling us how we should live our lives. I think sometimes with these stars, and Tank's a little bit one of them, don't give them the mic because they just, like, he was so out of touch there, going on about his hair. Then he starts having a go about the crowd for booing. That crowd has spent money and people paying pay-per-view to come and see you, stick the place out for you to take a knee, going about, oh, my hair, oh, my eye, but they're entitled to boo, Chris. Yeah. He's so out of touch.
When you stink it out like that, you should be apologising. You shouldn't be saying, oh, what are you doing? Just say, yeah, bad performance by me. I want the rematch.
Exactly.
Do better, blah, blah, blah. Now, and the thing is, like with Wilder, he found a solution, to stop that mean left hook coming from Tank. He was stepping around. He was closing him down, and he was tightening up, tucking it up very well, Philly shallow, high guard, and he was stepping around. So
negating it.
Yeah, so whenever he wasn't throwing, he was taking a step around. So Tank Davis had to go around with him, take a step back. He couldn't get that. Yeah, he couldn't get that.
To keep resetting.
Keep resetting. So he couldn't get that punch off. And if that's all you rely on, just getting that one punch, you can't land it. The rounds are going away. That's what happens. But what's next for Lamont Roach? What a performance! And I'd just like to say that's how you Philly shell. Well done. Great performance by him. Should have won. I had it 116. I had it 112 to Roach.
Yeah, I think you've got. I don't know if you want to put it up now. I think if we got the. We got a couple of things to mention. Have we got the screenshot of wanting the rematch or so? I can't remember what it is. There's something you're going to pull up.
So basically, they're going to have the rematch because this result. First, Tank didn't want the rematch, but now he does because this might be getting overturned.
That's it. The lawyer. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
request New York Commission overturn result with Tank fight. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think. Look, they got to have that rematch. They got to run that again.
Rematch now. And I think Tank Davis will win because he'll treat this. This will be his world title. This is where he'll train hard and he'll eat, sleep, repeat Lamont Roach, and he'll go in there and do a job. But he should be doing that for every fight.
Yeah. And
this is either going to make him want to take more risky fights in the future, or he's just going to be a bitch and just go and retire and be even worse.
I agree with that. I think Tank will win it, although I think Roach might come in even more confident, though. He might step in with a bit more confidence. So it could be be close again, but I would expect a I would expect a Tank unanimous decision. in a rematch. But honestly, the way that performance was, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know.
You just don't know. And and if he doesn't fight Tank next, Lamont Roach, the world is oyster. He can unify and become undisputed at super feather. He can fight Kakachi, Navarrete, Shaquille. What was it? Shaquille Davis or Shaquille Thompson or whatever he's called.
Shaquille Thompson,
yeah. With them guys, Kakachi, come over to the UK, fight Kakachi in Ireland.
Oh yeah, the Apache. Fight the Apache. Yeah,
Kakachi, he likes a bit of slick boxing, but he throws his hands when it needs to, so that'll be good.
He's fighting soon against what's his face? Bloody hell, the entertainer. Wood. He's fighting Lee Wood, isn't he?
Oh, see, good fight.
Winner of that, mate. Winner of that fight against. He deserves maybe a big British stadium fight. Roach he's got a few fans after the Yeah, I mean, look, possibilities are endless there. Lightweight fights for him.
Or he can stay at 140 where he is now because he's got a good draw. He can fight Shakur, Keyshawn Davis. And Shakur Stevenson even said, if Tank doesn't give you the rematch, I'm a man of my word. I'll let you fight for my title. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, you've obviously got Garcia, Ronnie Romero, winner of that. You know, he's got that fight.
Back into the mix.
Pitbull Cruz, Valenzuela.
I don't want to see Devin Haney because I don't think that fight would gel at all. Don't want to see that fight. No.
I don't want to see Devin Haney fight in general.
and I don't want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. That will be a boring fight. I'd like to see him fight Kakachi the Apache. I'd like to see him fight Keyshawn Davis, Lee Wood, any of them guys. Like, that's who I want to see him fight next. And well done. And he won that fight. And he should have been a two-weight world champion. Unlucky. I think that's it.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Like and sub, all that stuff.
Like and subscribe.
Wallet.
Woo.
Nice one. I enjoyed that. That was good. I don't know why. I take a bit of pleasure taking apart these American fighters. We're going to start